Alright Bears, welcome back to the Rangers Rundown, your go-to spot for all things Rangers FC. Grab a brew, settle in, and let's dive into the latest buzz from Ibrox and beyond. Today, we're looking ahead to this weekend's match as our beloved Rangers get set to face Hibs at Ibrox this Saturday, April 5th. 3 o'clock kick-off at home, and it's shaping up to be a massive one. Now, here's where things stand. We're currently sitting second in the Premiership table with 65 points from 31 games, while Hibs are in third with 47 points. There's a decent gap there, but don't let that fool you. Hibs are bang in form. They're unbeaten in their last 15 league matches, so they'll be turning up full of confidence and fancying their chances. As for us, it's been a bit up and down, to be honest. We've won 4 of our last 6 league games under Barry Ferguson, but the home form has been nowhere near good enough. We've not actually won at Ibrox since early February, and if you include that Fenerbahce tie, that's 4 straight defeats at home across all competitions. And let's be real about it. A big part of that has been down to how hopeless we've looked at the back. We've been leaking goals left, right and centre recently. No clean sheet in the last 6 games, and if we want to get back to winning ways, that needs to be sorted sharpish. But listen, recent history doesn't mean much when you're in the kind of form we've been showing at home. Ibrox hasn't exactly been a fortress lately, far from it. But when it comes to Hibs, we've had the upper hand here more often than not. In fact, we've won the last 5 meetings against them at home. That's the kind of record we'll be looking to lean on. That said, the last time we faced them back in January, it finished in a chaotic 3-3 draw at Easter Road, so we know fine well they've got the quality to cause us bother if we're not at it from the first whistle. Now that we've had a look at both teams' form heading into this one, let's switch focus to what's been coming out of the Rangers camp this week, because it wasn't Barry Ferguson in front of the cameras, it was Neil McCann leading the press duties. Now, why Fergie wasn't there? No clue. Maybe he fancied a day off, or maybe he was too busy rattling the players in training after that roller coaster at Dens Park. Either way, Neil took the mic, and there's plenty to chew on from what he said. First up, team news. There's a slight doubt over Václav Černý. He's still working with the medical staff after pulling up a bit tight last week. McCann said, "He's making really good progress, so we're hopeful he'll be involved on Saturday, but we'll take no risks if he's not 100%. Translation: if there's even a sniff of a risk, he's being wrapped in bubble wrap for Europe. Bailey Rice is another one to watch. He took a knock against Dundee but fought on because, as McCann put it, he showed a wee bit of guts and determination to stay on. We'll find out tomorrow with the medical team if he's ready." The rest of the squad, all good, but the real meat of this press conference wasn't just injuries, it was about mentality, habits and character. McCann spoke honestly about the coaching staff trying to rip out old habits from this squad and how it's not been easy. He said, "We've actually thrown an unbelievable amount of information at them. We've wanted to change shape a number of times, not just from the start of matches, but during games when it's not going right." Basically, they're drilling the team every day to be more adaptable and reactive, but he admitted that with such a short time in charge, there's only so much they can do. He was also very clear about one thing we've all noticed. This Rangers team has a horrible habit of handing teams a head start. McCann said, "We can't keep on giving opposition 1 goal, never mind 2, of a start." Amen to that, Neil. He knows it. We know it. You know it. It's why the Dundee game was an absolute heart attack special. But credit to him, he's noticed that despite these lapses, there's a different energy in the team now. He talked about a shift in character since Fergie and the lads came in, saying, "There's something about the group we've been really pleased with, how they're reacting in games. There's a guts and determination about them." And that's what's been missing, right? The biggest compliment he gave was to Cyriel Dessers. Now, we all know Dessers divides opinion more than pineapple on pizza, but McCann was buzzing for him after that goal at Dens. He said, "He will always divide opinion because he will miss chances in games, but I told him at half-time I believed he would score. I was so proud of him after the match because he literally did not stop making runs." That's huge praise. He added, "He's a brilliant teammate. if you can be that, it's so important to your group because you can rely on the work rate never dipping. So, basically, they love his attitude and want to keep creating chances for him because the goals will come. And one final thing worth mentioning, McCann was full of respect for Hibs. He joked that he's sick of watching Hibs, to be honest, because the staff have been doing so much homework on them this week. He said Hibs are on a great run, unbeaten in 15 in the league, and called them a very, very good side. They've got something going, good players, an understanding and belief. But he finished it with a warning shot. They need to be ready for one back, because we've been working extremely hard to get our boys into shape where we are playing the way we think can get Rangers 3 points on Saturday. That's fighting talk, Bears. It's clear the coaching staff are demanding more, pushing standards, and want this group to show grit, character and get results. No excuses. So there it is. All laid out on the table, everything you need ahead of Saturday's game. The final thing to do is get the score predictions in. My prediction? I'm going for a strong Rangers performance. I genuinely think Barry Ferguson and the coaching staff will have spent this week working hard on tightening up that defence. We've been far too open recently, and surely they'll have been drilling it into the players all week to fix that. But one thing we know, we'll keep scoring goals. So I'm going for a solid, confident win at Ibrox, 4-1 Rangers. Back to winning ways at home. But how about you? What are your score predictions for the match against Hibs? Do you think our defence can handle Hibs' attacking threat? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. That's all for today's pre-match preview here on the Rangers Rundown, your fan-first, no-nonsense source for all things Rangers. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favour, hit that like button, subscribe, and slap that notification bell so you never miss a Rangers update, match reaction or transfer rumour. Let's hope for a thrilling match, loads of goals, but most importantly, 3 points. Mon the Rangers.